Well, I think really the problem is if this doesn't work, then just add your microphone to your OBS so you don't have to sync your audio.
I am over here recording your visuals
I'm
without you
over
doing
here
anything.
making my job easier and my job harder while making yours easier.
Every aspect of you, and you have to do nothing but sit there. I made the list. I have everything here. I'm in charge of it. You just have to sit there and commentate, and you're gonna give me shit because I'm giving myself a little more work.
Because I care about you, and I care about your
Hey, everybody, welcome to Caszh Boys, everybody. Welcome to Caszh Boys, where Vile Rack is a big jerk! Yeah, so, we're doing something a little different, you know, because Caszh Boys isn't necessarily about always us playing video games. It's about us doing whatever we want as two casual boys.
Two Caszh Boys. Two
boys who are casual. So, we're dipping our toes in expanding. We're expanding a lot. We're expanding a lot. We have a lot of plans for the future. We have a 401 Doiplex portfolio dimension, and we are going to execute everybody who does not subscribe. So please make sure you subscribe, or you will die. You're like a fucking ASL interpreter, but you're just awful at your job. You don't know ASL at all. So we're doing music in games, a tier list of music in games. What I have done to you for you is I looked up some random website. It said the best 10 SNES games, music. Best top 10 SNES games categorized by music. Best 10 games, music games, are games in music for SNES. And we're going to tier them. But I also added a few that I thought of. And a few, because I texted you, and I asked just some of your favorites. And we actually had quite some that were the same. All the ones that I... So,
we're just some tasteful bastards. We have a lot of tastes.
Eat us.
That are good.
We taste good. So we have 20 games, and we may have not played some of these games, so bear with us. The first one that popped up here is Secret of Mana.
Yeah.
Which I did actually play a very little bit of, but it's, I don't really remember the music. So
I've never played the game, so I have no...
that's how I feel that way about some, not many, some of these games, but Secret of Mana, I feel like, you know, hey, you know what? Play a little jaunt. Play a little jaunt from it right now. So as you probably saw, a quick cut to us dancing, we listened to some of it, and good. I mean, it's hard. We didn't really listen to a lot of it. We listened to like a song and a half.
Sounded good.
Sounded good, but it's hard to rate it, so I don't know. It sounded like, I give it that one song was good. The other two,
pretty good. And the other one, they sounded like RPG songs.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to rate this.
I give that
I feel like a C is where I'm
at least a C, just because I can't give it bad because I don't think it's bad, but I can't give it above a C because I don't have context. I don't fucking know. I never played the game. Don't get off my ass about it. I'm sorry. I only have so much finite time with this fucking universe, and I want to spend it doing a lot of shit, and I want to fucking do it.
Yoshi's Island next, and this is one that was not only on the top 10 SNES musics, but was also on both of our individual. So. Well, hey, you know what? If you never heard it, here's a little ditty. Sure. I was gonna put it in post, but that works too. So they got, I feel like this is easy S for me.
Oh yeah, personally. absolutely, yeah.
Easy.
The final boss song alone is one of the best final boss songs in any video game.
I don't know why I made
it's so fucking good.
There you go. There it is.
But it's just such like a joyful fucking soundtrack, man.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we should actually. I mean, that is good because I was thinking also like not only am I going to be judging these off of like soundtrack, but also kind of sound design to just kind of split it up a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I fucking.
Oh, the sound design in that game is just like you can feel every sound in that game. Like it's just so fucking perfectly done.
Feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Everything from like fucking even just like the Yoshi getting like the puffball and getting high and that like
Yeah, the way it like distorts and shit. Yeah.
Also,
No,
we
dude,
never. Sorry, I just realized we never acknowledged the fact that we're both wearing backwards red hats and blue shirts.
We're just casual boys matching casually.
It just totally dawned on me. I never we started this Discord call and we're like.
Hey! What the fuck? Oh,
Explain
this was
this.
one of my 5. This is one of my 5, and it's partially because like
One of your 5,
yeah.
and I think not actually in the top 10, which surprised me.
Well, it's probably because the sequels are also popular, but I've never played those. But I have a rich past with the first Donkey Kong Country, and I think the music in it is incredible. It sounds like something like larger than life in like a really jungly kind of way, you know? It really taps into like the jungle of the country in a good way. And the aquatic song. It's a 5.
And you would place this at.
I'd probably put it in an S personally, but that's just because I really like the soundtrack of the first game. What about you?
So I would also say, I mean, it's hard to. A lot of these are S's, you know. So
they're so good.
It's so good. So I'm trying to tamper, you know, because it's not a rating list, and you know they all.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, and realistically, I personally, because one of my picks was the sequel, and I think that music is better. So I'm like logically, I would say
I'm down to put it in A at least.
I would say you know. I don't mind this being in an S. I wouldn't say this is not an S. You know, so I could go S. I'll go S. I'll fucking put them all in S. Do I look like some kind of tier guy to you? Because I ain't.
No, you don't look like you cry. You don't look like you cry much.
I mean, honestly, since you have not played it, I really do think that this one is just like it's everything that was great about the first game elevated, which I thought was impossible until I, you know, heard it, and it's just like it's also just kind of like I don't know, man. Like a lot of the songs have like this like kind of like menacing tone that fits the vibe of the game. I don't know. It felt right to me because it felt like when I played this as a kid, I was like, "Whoa, Donkey Kong Country." No Donkey Kong. So I was like, "This is scary. Like this is weird."
Yeah.
And then like
it is strange.
It fit the vibe. Like I kind of felt like I was like, "Whoa, the sidekick stepping into the main role." And the music kind of I don't know. It felt it to me. Like I felt like certain worlds, I was actually kind of freaked out. I'm not gonna lie. Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, I like Super Mario Kart music.
I think I'm playing music right now. Like it's in my head. The fucking like. We don't need that. I love all this music and also the sound design. I think it's also just like phenomenal. So I mean, you know, to me this is like A. But I could be talked down to a B if you have feelings.
No, I don't have any negative feelings. I like Super Mario Kart. It's not a game that I would say like is my go-to Mario Kart, but I think it's a fun game. I'd be down to put the soundtrack at an A. I think that it's got some good songs. Some melodies popping.
Tell me.
I like the Choco Island song. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I think mine's just straight up like the fucking like the theme to it. Is just,
the main theme.
Yeah. But
The Boo Lake ones are pretty good too, like the ghost
Boo
ones.
Lake ones are like super spooky and fitting.
Yeah.
And just like the fucking like the intro to like the.
Oh yeah. It's so good in Super Mario Kart. I agree. Like the sound design in that game is pretty sharp. It's pretty good.
So, it's a bop. So you know, but I can't say.
I'm down to put it in the A. When I think Super Nintendo music, I think the Super Mario RPG soundtrack. It's just such a good soundtrack, man.
This game is like so slept on, it drives me bananas. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
It's so fucking good, man.
I like literally go and I'll listen to like those like 30-minute like versions of them on YouTube just constantly. I will I've been listening to the main menu music. You know,
Oh,
like
nice.
that simple like this one. Okay. But also sound design is fucking phenomenal. Sound
that little
track.
sound, the like crit hit sound in that game, the like little, it's so fucking good. It's so satisfying when you get it.
All of it, like fucking like Gino's like star beam.
Yeah.
Like Mallow's moves, Mario's fireballs. Like,
it's so fucking good, man.
yeah, like everything is like so like, and it just feels like you said, you get that crit, you know, and like the fucking even when Mario uses his little gloves, like it's like everything just God.
The jump sound in that game, one of the best Mario jump sounds.
What
in the
you
series.
don't? It doesn't have to be your favorite. It doesn't have to be your favorite, but this is obviously like top tier for us here. So this is just gonna sit up here above all else.
I almost sent you this because as like a fun one because I like the soundtrack for this.
Yeah, we were so with our crossover, it was those 10. I wanted 20, so it was those 10 from the list. Your 5, my 5, but they were so crossover, so I threw in. I was like, you know what? I like Goof Troop. So I was like,
it's also a point of cross promo because we played through this on your channel.
No, I think Goof Troop. I think is I think it's better than like if you asked me how's the music of Goof Troop, I'd be like, I don't good, I guess, but I feel like it's got some bops, but also when I was thinking about sound design, I like the sound design. I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very cartoonish, but like it's very good cartoon. Like the dinner's done bell.
Yeah, the dinner's done bell. The sound of things in the water picking up new items.
Yeah,
that crunch of like the block hitting the thing, the extra life.
No, like the whistle, the like pew sounds in that game are all really well done. Yeah.
And also the music, like the pirate level music, game music, I feel like it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I feel like this is, I'd say a B. B.
Yeah, I'd say it's a B. It's a good B. It's not as good as Mario Kart in the sound design, but it's good. The music's not as good as some of the tunes in Mario Kart, but it's still good.
A good boof. A good boof troop.
A good boof. A good boof troop. I have not played this, but I own it. I don't own a Super Famicom.
This was on the top 10 list. I have never played it, but you did mention another Final Fantasy.
I mentioned this one, Final Fantasy IV, because I love this game.
So
I have it in box. That's how much I like it.
So I was like, maybe he's familiar with this and can walk us through it.
No.
Where do you think this should fall based off that one song that the internet said was the best song?
I mean, without the context, I'd say it's a B. With the context of knowing what it's for, I'd probably put it like an A or an S, but I can't do that. In good conscience, I can't do that.
I say B. I think B is fair. Well, it's so tiny.
S, baby! It's an S! It's a fucking S, baby! Give me the fucking S! Super Metroid! The S stands for Super! Super Metroid! It's one of the best games ever made! The soundtrack is so good! The sound design is fucking incredible!
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Now here's one that I thought that I did think of to round off the roster. Like I said, we got to like 18 or something, and I wanted to add 2. It was Goof Troop and this, I think, were the only 2 that weren't ones we said. But it is also something we played, but you played it on the Genesis, so. Yeah,
because again, I had it on the Genesis. I didn't have it on the SNES.
And we did, and as, that is up on the internet still, right?
Yeah. I didn't take that down. That's just standing forever.
So, I could probably cut to that. I don't know, I like the sound chip in Genesis. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not your fault. It's just everything in Genesis is weird. I remember playing that felt so weird because I didn't realize how different the SNES and Genesis ones are. And I'm not saying, like, obviously, I think the SNES one's better. But, you know,
well, yeah.
I played the SNES one. But, you know, at the time, I'm sure I was like, this one's garbage. But it just, I was like, wow, how crazy it was to see they're all different. I'm wondering if the soundtrack...
So the soundtrack, I think, is the same, but the sound chip, how the soundtrack sound is different on both. Because I will agree with you because, so, and I'm trying to bring it up real quick so that you can see it in front of me. But when they re-released, last year I think it was, when they re-released Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol on, like, the Switch and the PlayStation and stuff, they used the SNES version. So I have played them a little bit. And, like, comparing them, the SNES version sounds better. The sound chip, like, how the explosions and stuff and, like, the way the soundtrack is composed, it fits the SNES, like, sound chip better.
Okay.
That's probably why they put the sequel exclusively on the SNES.
Gotcha. So, I mean, I think that, like, the music is, like, it is, so, I think it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I think it gets really repetitive.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially if you're stuck on a level for a while, like, them songs can be a little grating.
Yeah, and while, like, some of the, other, I don't know, some of, like, the other, like, sounds are, like, good, I feel like they can also get, like, repetitive, you know, like, you fight a lot of the same enemy. So I think the sound design, like, it's good in heart and, like, in theory, and the music's good. I just think, like, they should have, like, expanded on it a little more, but I feel like, you know, they probably knew what they were like.
That fucking clown, the decoy sound, if it gets, like, caught up in something.
Pop off, king! This was one you gave more than 5 with your SNES things.
Yeah, I did.
But we needed to round the roster up, so it made it. And it was really hard to find a fucking image of this on, like, a Super Nintendo. I don't know why it was so hard to find.
I could have just sent you this.
I mean, you could.
I got it in box. No, I like Final Fantasy IV. Again, I played the GBA port, but it's a port of the Super Famicom game. The music's good. It's that same kind of grand Final Fantasy-ass song style.
So where would you?
You put it in, like, I'd be chill put it in like the A, if only because I know the context more than in 6. So
okay.
Cecil's theme is really good too. He's the main character. His theme is good.
Shout out to Cecil.
Shout out Cecil and Rosa
Parks.
That's my ship.
This was not on the top 10 list. You did not say this. I said this, and I felt what's a good word? Pissed off. I was like, this is good. This is good.
It is good. It is good. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
I'm like.
You asked me best. That was my thing. You asked me best.
Well, you know, because what was I gonna say? Give me some of the ones that you like.
Well, no, but like, if you're asking me my 5 best SNES soundtracks, Turtles in Time isn't on there. I mean, I like the game.
It was on there for this guy.
And that's all right.
No, but yeah, I think it's really good. Honestly, like I think it's like, you know, it doesn't like it has that like Zombies Ate My Neighbors has that vibe where it's like. We had like some bops, but then we just repeated them. We had like 2.
Yeah.
It's just put them on loop. Like Turtles in Time, it's like the future level, the fucking pirate level, the fucking past level, the Shredder's music, you know, like, and then the sound design. It just, I feel like, you know, it's good. I don't know. You played this clearly.
Yeah.
I played this. Fuck them. This is a game I would just play like.
You did.
When I was a kid, I played this like once a week. I just been sure this.
Yeah.
Pop it up, baby. So, what do you feel like this deserves? Because I clearly am biased one way. So.
I mean, I'd put it at a B or an A. I think it's really good. Like, I think that it's. I'd be willing to at least put a B, but if you want to put it at an A,
I'm going to take
put
my biasness and elevate it to that A. So.
Okay, that's fine. That's all right.
You know, I feel like.
it's understandable. That's like a part of the Turtles like dynamic that you and I played the first Turtles arcade game as as much as you played Turtles in Time, because I fucking love that first Turtles arcade game. I played that game to fucking death. Yeah. But Turtles in Time, I've only played with you. Wow. So like the one time we played that and the one time we played the remake are the only times I played that game. Oh yeah. Just play Storm Eagle for 5 minutes.
Do we even have to talk about this?
Nah.
This was on the top 10 list, but it was not on your list.
I like F-Zero 1. I think unlike the Super Mario Kart soundtrack, I think the soundtrack for this, like the idea for this series is more like done better in F-Zero X, that kind of like amped up, fucking fast-paced race music, like racing tunes.
Let's
go! Speed! Yeah, like it's kind of cool on the SNES. Like Mute City sounds cool, Big Blue sounds cool, but like when they did this, the F-Zero X style, like they put that like CD quality or like what can fit on a 64-bit cartridge, like that amp took it to the next level. I like F-Zero soundtrack, but again, similarly to like Turtles in Time, I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as like other parts of what we've talked about today, you know?
I've never played this, so
it's good. It's fun. I feel like it's not as good as F-Zero X as a game too. It's fun, but I don't know.
Where would you put it?
I'd put it in like a B or an A.
Okay. You know, who do we got? We got. You want to say B to round? So you got 13.
Yeah,
Bs?
round down the B. Yeah. I've never played Chrono Trigger.
I've never played Chrono Trigger.
How
have neither of us ever played Chrono Trigger? Should we just put it on E to piss people off?
Yeah.
Tell me your feelings. This was on top 10 lists and your list, and it would have been on my list if it wasn't on your list. But you know, you had it covered. So
yeah, I mean, similarly to Legend of the Seven Stars, but I would argue maybe not as immediately. Link to the Past is a game where if I'm thinking about Super Nintendo, like sounds, like what the console sounds like, this is one of those games. The boot up, the like that swell, like I get goosebumps thinking about it. Like it's so good. It's so like adventure enticing, you know?
Sword comes in. Yeah, no, I love this game. I mean, obviously, I think it's one of the best games. Period.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the sound design is also great. I mean, in the menu music, there's not much that like can be said. I will say though, in controversial take, if you were to compare this, like if this were a Zelda music tier list,
yeah,
this would be a little lower for me.
Oh, same. I actually think that like A Link Between Worlds took the themes of this and like gave them more personality. Like the Dark World theme, I like in this game, but I love it in A Link Between Worlds because they had that like flamenco guitar to it, you know, like, and it has this like really cool vibe. I also like the castle theme in the beginning, the ba 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 ba. That's another really good song. Yeah. I don't know. They like you're saying, like the music all kind of blends together. It creates the world.
But
it gives it gives this unity to the soundtrack that like is really, again, it gives it this cohesive experience that just is just so pristine.
Yeah, I would say this is one of the few games on here where like both sound design and like music and like stuff, it's all good. But I would say I appreciate the sound design, like for sound effects and stuff more than
Yeah, the little chirps that happen in that game, they sound so fucking good. Link sounds great in this game.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a good sounding game. So
yeah, I agree.
Where are we going?
S or S plus, maybe. I'm down for.
No, there is no S plus, Rack. There's S and then there's Super Mario RPG. I was gonna say it was on mine, not on yours. Top 10 list. So it was on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
It's actually #1 on a few of them. A few that
what?
I've seen. Yeah.
No. I like the soundtrack to Super Mario World, but it's not even better than I don't think it's better than Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I was like number one.
Yeah. No.
I can't in any
Get the
world put this. At
It's
number
not Super
one.
Mario RPG.
Right. I think an A.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for an A.
Down for an A, solid A.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah, this is an S.
I love this soundtrack.
I
Yeah.
was like, this to me, this is an S. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's an S game, S sound design, S
it's
soundtrack.
Yeah, it's like I feel like everything. It's like the music is about the fucking like the sound effects are like really good. Even something like the mini games, like like even just the menu selecting music and like selecting like things on the menu, like everything just is so good. This is one of my favorite games.
Same.
As
I
a
played this
kid.
game for 30 minutes once. And that's it.
I played it like a little bit as an adult, but I have actually listened because I've heard the music is great in it.
I've heard the Gygas theme, but that's it.
Okay, so I would say it's very. You would see it's. I'm surprised you haven't like this.
I know it's a game I'd probably like. I'm well aware.
Not even talking about the game, but probably. But I'm talking about the music because it's got like it has a bunch of real life influence.
Yeah, I know there's like a Beatles song that they like borrowed or they replicated in this, and like Johnny B. Good plays in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's another like famous song too, but I can't remember which one it is. But there's like ones that like. And it plays into like the enemies that you're like fighting, and it's like very like for its time, fucking out there, So it's like it's very. I'm surprised. I thought that like I know I had known that neither of us had a lot of experience with this, but like musically, I'm surprised you haven't done. This feels very much in your wheelhouse, like early '90s like video game with like taking real life inspiration. The fucking whole like theory at the end, how you're like killing a fetus or whatever, It's like I'm like this game is like rack written all over it.
Where would you put it? Where would you put the music for it?
I haven't played it, so I feel like it doesn't feel the same. But I would still say like just for like what it was doing, I put it at a B.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
I feel like B, and I mean that it's very. I don't know about the sound design is the only thing that would like hold me back.
Yeah.
Because I haven't.
And like the 30 minutes I played, it was pretty cool.
This one actually. I don't know if it was on the top 10 list or not, but it was on my list.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until we started talking about this that you were like, "Oh, I should have said Star Fox. That would have been a good one."
Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Star Fox's soundtrack is really good.
It is really good. I feel like I feel similarly to how I felt about Zelda with this one, where I'm like,
okay,
there's games.
The sound design is really good.
The sound design is really good. Some of the music is like I feel like it's a little like it gets like a little like it's gonna sound really fucking stupid, but bear with me. It sounds a little too spacey, like, and I know, but it's like like. When I played Star Fox, I was like, there's like certain level, like the asteroid field and stuff that just feels like it feels like it's trying to be like this mystical, like wow.
It evokes more like
mystical, like wonderment,
fantastical.
And what I want is like, whoa, shit, this is cool, but also I'm in a dogfight.
And I'd agree with that. Like I think. Similarly to what I said about F-Zero, Star Fox 64 took like what made Star Fox like a really good like soundtrack and like sound design and just made it like iconic. Like but to like an nth degree over F-Zero X, because Star Fox 64 is like one of the best games ever made. Star Fox SNES is a really, really good game, and I think that the sound design those laser pews and like the bomb explosions and all that sort of stuff is really nice. Right. But I would agree, the soundtrack, like what I remember of the soundtrack, it focuses more on like the awe-inspiring mysticism of space more so than like the dogfight battle aspect of like being stuck in intense combat with an enemy fighter.
Yeah, but I still do think this game does have some bots, but
It does, yeah.
It also gets a little silly at points. It's a little silly, and I do like that. But when it comes to the music, and I'm rating it music wise, I don't know.
Yeah.
C, B.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for C or B.
Well,
Not D or E, but I'm down for C or B.
D.
No.
A.
No.
Oh, well, then what?
B or C. One of those two. I'm down for one of those
I
two.
need you to make a decision.
Put it in C. Secret of Mana is kind of lonely.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this. I feel like this.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, we should click this. Just like put it on, like this is what we like send out as a thing for people to watch. Like I'm happy with this. I fucking hate Chrono Trigger. Fucking
Yeah,
garbage.
fuck Chrono Trigger.
The music
Piece
in
of
that
shit game.
Goddamn awful.
If you like that game, you have no taste.
Yeah.
You're a tasteless asshole.
You have taste and it's bad, is what it is.
Yeah.
Unlike Super Mario RPG,
which is the best
much
game.
Better RPG.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Super Mario RPG, and there's Chrono Trigger.
And man, there couldn't be two games farther apart in quality, let me tell you.
And you can go watch us play some of these games.
Most of these games.
Yeah, like Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
He played Super Mario RPG with Dennis.
What games that we have played. Now, this is Caszh Boys. Nothing else exists. So you can go watch Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart.
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. I think that's it.
Or we did Donkey Kong Country as well on my channel.
We did. Yeah, we fought about it. We weren't Caszh though. We were very serious.
Yeah.
So
and we both played Kirby Superstar just independently of each other.
Yeah, well, we played a lot of these because obviously.
That's true.
Yeah.
We like video games.
Have you ever played Super Mario RPG?
Yes. That
on your channel.
Oh no. Just in my life.
You think I'm just now asking you after everything we've done, after all the bits of how we both like it so much? I'm just like, hey, thanks for rolling with that. Have you ever actually played Super Mario RPG? Hey, you know what? Now that we cut, have you ever actually played Super Mario RPG?
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Who's Gino? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. People always talk about this fucking like Gino guy, and now they want him in thing. I don't know who the fuck that is.